Hey there, it's Nathan. In this video tutorial, I want to go over the exact breakdown and the math on how I got those numbers on that spreadsheet. Um, Over here, you'll see that I have each of the different levels through the digital altitude system listed here from their screenshots. I actually took these off of step number 14. So on the left side here, we have the tier 1 breakdown, walker only. Bear with me because there are a lot of numbers here. And what I'm going to do is try to click on the different cells as I go through it so you can see um, exactly where I'm pointing at if you can't see my mouse or something. So anyways, so let's start off with tier 1. If you're a walker only, you're looking at $37 a month, which is right here. And that's monthly. You'll make 40% commission on that, which turns out to be $14.80. So they rounded it to 15 here. So your net profit is $14.80 because the coach doesn't get a cut of that. If they go to base, you're looking at $5.97 retail value. It's a one-time payment. You're making 40% commissions on that, and your total commission on that is $240, which is rounded from the actual number of 238.80. Now, here's where there could be some confusion. You don't take home 240. If you have the coaching staff or team um, do any of the selling for you, which is highly recommended, they're going to get a portion of the cut, so 20%. They're going to get 20% of the, the the retail value. So when you do the math, it comes out to 119.40. So just to do a quick little demo here. So for base, 597 times 20%, which is 0.20, 119.40. So that's how much the coach would get. Effectively, what's happening is you can split the total commissions in half. You get half, and the coach gets half. So your actual take home is not 40% total; it's 20%. So 20% of the 597. I hope that clears up a little bit of the confusion. So if you were at Rise and you're a walker only, you're looking at 1997 total with an $800 total commission. Your actual take home though is $399.40. If we go to the Ascend, it's 1997, right? For retail, 40% commission on that is $4,000. It's $3,998.80. But with that, the coach getting his cut, it's you're going to actually bring home $1,999.40, so roughly $2,000. And then Peak, we'll go through that one, is 16,997. It's a one-time deal, 40% commissions. Um, they show you this screenshot of $6,800. Actual numbers, it's only, a dollar 20 off. 67.98 and 80 cents. Apex, if you look at that one, retail value 27,997, 40% commissions is the total. So the commission would be $11,198.80. But like I said, you're getting 20% because the coach is getting his cut. You'll end up making a nice profit there of $5,599.40. That is if you're at Walker only. So that effectively takes care of this first row here. So Aspire, Walker, Base Walker, Rise Walker, all the way through. So I've had to break this up into each little section because of how the commissions change. So tier 1 breakdown, so let's say you're a hiker only. As a hiker, you still get to claim the walker, so you still make the 40% on that, which is $14.80. So over here, you're looking at $67 a month. You make 27 after the 40% commission, which is accurate, and you get the $26.80, which is rounded to 27. So you see by taking the total investment cost here at each level and then multiplying it times 40% on the hiker only level, that will give you your total commission that you made if you did all the sales yourself. But obviously, the coaching staff is very good at what they do, so they deserve their piece of the pie, in my opinion. So you're looking at base. We'll quickly go over this. 597. So on the tier one side is 240. So you're looking here. Your actual take home's 119.40, and then it's actually the same for the hiker. The hiker is the same because you're getting the 40% commission. The only thing that changes really is when you get to climber. Climber ups it to 45%. The only thing that didn't make sense here, the numbers wise, was Aspire Climber. Tier 1, I'm seeing it would be what they should show is $57 a month. Because if you multiply 127 times 45%, that's what it comes out to be. So I don't know if they have a typo or something going on there. Um, so obviously the 45% commissions on top of it across the board. So if you're looking at the base, for instance, 597 at 45%, you're looking at 270 instead of getting the 240. So it's a extra little bump there. And that multiplied across the board obviously gives you what your take-home profits are and what the coach's profits are. So when they show you a total commission of 270 at base climber, well, that's if, like I said, you're doing all the coaching. Remember that the 20% is there for the coaching staff as well. Sorry about those notifications if you're hearing that getting pinged. Okay, so it's tier 2 breakdown. Um, you only get this if you're at hiker and climber. The commission, I can put these together because the commission numbers stay the same at 10% across that. So if you look at the numbers here, try to scroll to where I get it all in there. So tier 2 breakdown, hiker, climber only. So the tier 2 is $7 a month on hiker. So if you look here, your investment's $67 a month. On the second tier, you'll make $6.70, which is rounded to $7. If you drop down to, or if you go over rather to Aspire Climber, look at the tier 2, it's $13 a month. If you multiply times 10%, you're actually looking at $12.70 actual money. But rounded, it's very good figures to round off of. Base, so you're 10% off of that. That's $60 right here on tier 2. And then if you go rise tier 2, $200, which is right here. If you go to the ascend, you're looking at $997.70, which is effectively $1,000. Peak $16.99 and 70 cents, which would actually bring you to the 1700. And then lastly, Apex at 2800 comes out to 27.9970. I hope the math here is making sense. Tier 3, it's all 5% across the board. This is for climber only. So effectively, if you're at one of these levels, you can come here and say, okay, well, I'm a hiker and I'm at ascend. So you're looking at this section right here for your commissions. The power between, and that's just one section, that's only tier 2. You need to look at tier 1 hiker only or climber only based on, or walker, whatever you are. Because the beauty is tier 2, tier 3, you're not paying for those coaching commissions. You're making straight 10% off of the top of what the investment is for your downline. So you're actually making the full $1,000 if you look at Ascend here. So Ascend, tier 2, $1,000, whether you're hiker climber. The climber benefit is obviously tier 3, the extra 5% off the top from the sales of your sales of your sales. Third layer down. I hope that makes sense. I will make this spreadsheet here available. So go ahead and you can click on the link. You'll see it somewhere around. And I hope if you have any questions at all, let me know. Thanks.